So Kevin Lam from SFU Biology here. I just want to show you the simplest way to record a lecture so you can post it for your students to watch online using Camtasia. So first, you can just go to your Launchpad and find your button for opening Camtasia. And when you do, you'll find that it gives you this little dialog box where you can choose new project or to open an old one. But we're going to start a new project in this case. And immediately I'm just going to go to File, Save As, so I don't lose my work. I'll just put it on the desktop in this case and call it sample1. Save. Okay, so now I have kind of a blank Camtasia document ready to go. So I'm just going to hit record. All right, and now I've basically said I want to record whatever is appearing on my screen, and I want to use the microphone that's a part of my computer just to record my voice as we go. If I wanted to, I could also turn on the FaceTime camera so that we can see my faces all as we're talking, but I don't really need that right now. We're just going to keep it simple. So when I'm ready, I'm just going to hit start recording and it'll count me down, but you don't have to rush with that. I'll show you how to crop out everything you do after that. So I've started recording. If you want to double check, you can see here, this is our Camtasia control here. At any point I can stop the recording or pause it or even start over if I wanted to, but it's still recording at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and get ready to start my lecture. So I'm going to go back to the beginning of my lecture file here, go to slideshow and play from start. And if you're not plugged into any projector, if you're not actually in the lecture hall while you do this, then your screen is going to be filled with your PowerPoint slides. So from here you can basically record your lecture like you normally would. So I would just flip through from slide to slide, talk about my learning objectives, talk about how, okay, so we're going to start this lecture by brainstorming the reasons why we need a respiratory system and so on and so forth. And then when I'm finished, I would just hit escape to close my slideshow. I can just go up here and hit stop recording. And when I do that, it immediately creates, this is the video clip I just recorded, and it immediately puts it here as basically the one video track that I have in this entire file. Okay, so it's smart enough to put that there. Now the only thing we have to do right now is just to trim some of the messy stuff in the beginning. So if you watch this video, you notice that there's a bunch of time I spent trying to get to PowerPoint and start the slideshow and that kind of thing, right? So I can either play it until I get to where I want to start, or I could even pause here. And if I drag this little marker of where we are in the video, I can just slide further along until I see, oh, here we go. We're actually where the slides are ready to go, right? So I can just kind of slide back and forth and play it as necessary until I find exactly where I want the video to start. So from there, I just want to trim away all the stuff that came before that. So if I go to the very beginning of this video clip, you notice that the arrow changes into this little croppy symbol here. I just gotta click and hold and drag this to crop away all that beginning stuff, right? Now the video begins right at when this full slide is showing. And I'm just gonna slide this back to the beginning of my video. Okay, so the video clip now starts with this slide. Okay, I'll also do the same at the end. So let's say at the end here, after I finished my lecture, okay, say that was my last slide, and this is my kind of last little bit of talking here. If I played and then I'm done talking. Oh, that's not good. I don't want to show all that crap. So, okay, we're done this lecture right there. So same thing, I'm just going to go to the end of this video clip until the pointer changes to this shape. Again, press and hold, slide it to that exact spot where I wanted it to end, and now we have a nice clean video clip from beginning all the way to the end of my lecture. All right, so next all we have to do is go to the share menu, and I would recommend going local file so that wherever you want it, in this case the desktop, I'm going to make now an actual video file that I could upload online called sample1 mp4. So I'm going to hit export, and depending on how fast your computer is and how long your video file is, this exporting can take up to an hour or longer, so make time for that. But when you're done, I'll just hit reveal in Finder, and you'll find that in my desktop folder, I have my original project file, which has all of the video clips I'm using, all the changes I made to the audio, and I can still modify that more. And we also have the actual video file that's now locked in and ready to be uploaded. All right, I'll talk about uploading in the next video. Thank you.